What's up, everybody? It is Alex, the Boogeyman here from Title Boxing Club, Rochester, New York. It's about time for a midweek musing. All right, so this one, it also relates to our focus point. It's about uppercuts, and this is something there are different schools of thought than mine on. Different musings about my musing. And then later I want to hear your musings. But we're talking about dropping hands. Now I always say, don't drop your hands, don't keep your hands up. But what about when we throw an uppercut? Do we need to drop our hands and throw that uppercut? Because it's coming up from below, right? So it would make sense that you would drop your hand to throw it so it can come up from below. Or do we just use our legs? What if we keep our hands right where they are and we just use our legs to drive up and throw the uppercut? Now, most of you who've been in my classes know how I feel, but I'm not gonna tell you how I feel right now. I'm gonna talk about 4 things that we must consider, general considerations when throwing a punch. Number 1, there is location. Does the punch land at its intended target? Number 2, speed. How fast the punch travels to get there. How quick it is. Number 3, did I say 3 before speed? Who knows? 2 is speed, 3 is power. How hard the punch is, you know what all those are. And then 4, this is a big one, risk factor. How much risk are we taking in throwing the punch? Every time we throw a punch, we take a risk. We take a risk of being countered. So you want to consider all those things. There are also specific location considerations to make. Where are you in relation to your opponent, blah, blah, blah. But those are very specific to a particular moment. These are the general ones. So we talk about them. We're going to talk about dropping hands versus not dropping hands, uppercuts. First of all is location. Where's the location that we want to hit when we throw an uppercut? The chin, unless otherwise specified. We want to throw uppercuts to the chin. I already did a midweek musing about that one. Hopefully you've seen it. Check it out now. If not, but we want to throw both these to the chin. So if I drop my hand and I throw it to the chin, yes, I can still hit that chin just fine. Just fine. I can get even one closer. Hit that chin. What if I use my legs? Same thing really. Location is a push. So both can hit the chin just as easy. Let's talk about speed. So how fast can I throw this? Now, a lot of times when people think, oh, you gotta use your legs, they might wanna say, oh, you dip way down, come way up. No, you don't have to go that slow. You can do this pretty fast. It's just a little dip and you can throw that uppercut. Pretty quick. But can I throw it even quicker without using my legs, just dropping my hand? Yeah, a little bit quicker, little bit. Not a huge difference though. But it comes at the expense of the next category, which is power. Can you get more power driving off the ground using your legs? Your legs are stronger than your arms, so it makes sense that yes, you could. Yes, you can get more power. Certainly than just using the arm. Just using the arm, you're gonna get way more power. Now, I could use my arm in conjunction with my legs. What if I put them both together? More power? Not really. Try it out yourself. See if it's more power. I don't think it is. And if you do that, it comes at a great expense for our next category, our last category, very important, which is risk factor. Watch what happens when I drop my hands. I mean, you know this, but watch anyway. So I'm gonna throw my rear uppercut. My hand comes down to throw it. Comes down here to throw it. What can you see right now when you look at the side of my face? You can see the side of my face. You can see that I'm wide open. My head is wide open. I am dropping my hand, taking a big risk, leaving this entire side totally open to hit. What if I don't do that? What if I don't drop my hand? I just do a quick dip down and drive up. I mean, if a punch is coming from my temple, yes, I'll have to raise, but it's a lot easier, a lot quicker than doing that. This is safe. Plus, bonus points, I'm down low a little bit, so I could also duck under something. I could react to something else. If it comes, being lower generally helps you to be able to react faster. I mean, up to a certain point, not when you're way down low. So anyway, risk factor is huge. When you throw those uppercuts, keeping the hand up until that point, then you got to throw it and you drive it, release the punch. But I do not think that we should ever put ourselves at risk unless there is a really good reward. So again, if we're talking body shots, throw much of the body, sometimes, you drop the hand really quick, sneak it in there. Maybe they don't see it. Maybe you occupy the head and then bam, go to the body. That's a calculated risk for a high reward. If I can land that body shot, can end a fight. Now, in the case of uppercuts to the chin, am I getting a better reward for dropping my hand? Like I said, maybe speed, maybe not, but definitely not power and definitely not anything else. So I'd be dropping my hand and uppercut, I'm taking a risk for no real reward, provided I know how to use my legs properly and hips to throw an uppercut, which is what we all want to do. So there's my assessment. Keep your hands up at all times unless there's a really, really good reason. And in the case of those uppercuts, there isn't. You could throw the same uppercut with more power by keeping your hands up and using your legs. It'll also help you to understand to use your legs anyway, which is the goal. So let me know if you have any questions about that. I know there are plenty of boxers that don't do it. They'll drop their hands. There's even, the bolo punch, right? Totally different thing. But I believe we should always stay safe, protected. That's my technique. And of course, technique is everything.